it's rained that hard that the two 4-inch pipes that drain that little pond from there under the path over there can't cope. They can't cope with the flow of water, so it's going over the top. Literally over the top. And I found a hole in my welly. Fortunately though, it appears the lead work is working. That's yesterday and last night. No, day before yesterday and last night. 29 millimeters of rain. What did you forget? It's not. Okay. Don't get wet.
I'm not running.
Don't get wet. Morning. How are you? Did the rain wake you up last night?
No.
It piddled down.
I know, but I get sleepy.
How's Mikey?
He's actually okay today.
He stopped throwing his ringer up now.
Throwing his ringer up. He had a little bit of a
He
bum.
stopped turning his bum inside out.
He didn't really get the bums.
Did he not? Was it was going the uppy, was it?
Yeah.
Not down the outy?
Very aggressive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I missed out on it.
It was disgusting.
Was it?
But bless him.
I've got some spare eviction notices in the house if you want one.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, see you later, have fun. Yep. At the moment, they're all still working. Thank God for that, because if they weren't, they would have been washed out last night. Anyway, morning world, and welcome to April the 1st, 2023. No, unfortunately, it is no joke. We had, well, it woke me up again at 3 o'clock last night with the rain lashing against the house, enough to make me want to get up for a pee again, you know, as it does. I don't know if it has the same effect on any of the fellas, but yeah, rain slashing against the house makes you want to go. So I'm probably not going to muck these guys out this morning. I think we're probably going to wait till this afternoon to do this, to make sure they've got a dry bed for tonight. Because tomorrow, hopefully, if it comes right, the weather's right, I will be going up to Oxford with the missus, taking her back up to hospital. I'm walking now. Yesterday afternoon, I basically ended up sitting in my chair most of the afternoon because the pain in my right leg from where that steer, excuse me a second, where that steer kicked me, when he kicked me it hurt. But about half an hour later it hurt more, and then progressively throughout the day more and more and more, to the point where yesterday afternoon I was wondering if I was going to get up the stairs. It hurt that much. So it was a hot bath last night. I don't normally sit in a bath, but I did last night. Sat in a hot bath and felt better for it. So this morning I can walk again. I'm just going to complain about it a bit occasionally. So it's not my toe this time, it's there. That's where he caught me, which is I'm grateful for, because he could have caught me there, whereupon I probably wouldn't be talking to you now. So anyway, you're actually not too bad for an hour in there either. I did think I was going to have to give you a fresh bail, but you can wait a bit longer. We're going to go and have a little wander around the farm and find, yes, you, find the wet bits. Yes, so this is a pretty wet bit. This little bit of ground is low, and all the water that comes off of the yard up there from the wood chip, etc., drains down through here. In fact, you might be able to see it running down there, out to here. But also, not only that, cattle want to come out. I don't blame them. Not only that, there's a load of water coming down through here. Now that comes off the road. All right, not all of it. Some of it's caught between here and the road, but there's a poxy little ditch that runs out in the road, goes down there, and where our water pipe comes through under the road, our water pipe goes through a 4-inch or 5-inch conduit, and for I don't know how, but a lot of the drain water up there manages to get down that conduit, flows under the road and through here. So they're not coming out. So yeah, when we get a lot of rain, we have a river that runs down through here and that way. So there is another drain to be done. I put one in years ago. In fact, you might even be able to see where the grass is a bit darker there. I did put one in years ago, but I made the mistake of trying to follow, before I knew what I was doing, trying to follow the dip in the ground, so the pipes had bends and twists in it, and I didn't backfill it with clean gravel. This is when we first took the farm on. I did not have the money to do it. I literally begged, borrowed, whatever I could to dig the trench. I levelled it by eye as best I could, but it's never really worked very well. So yeah, if we get the chance this year, there will be a new drain coming in. I'm probably going to dig a sump up in that corner that I can catch all the water coming off from that corner there. Also quite a fit bit comes down through here, so that's I don't know how much is in there today. Yeah, a fair amount, and that is running down there. So this ditch basically goes nowhere, just goes down the side of the field, doesn't really empty into anything. So it might well be a case of I pick up this ditch as well and take that away. So yeah, a job for later on. I'd like to be able to let them out, but they'll chew and poach this up in 2 days, and I'll do in 2 days enough damage that it'll take 3 weeks to repair. So they can't come out. I've just got to turn a deaf ear. There's a, I don't know if you're going to pick that up, running left to right, just about to go through the gap there. There's a muntjac running across the field over there. Yummy. There's no way we're going to be getting the tractor right here. Well, I don't know, I suppose 4 or 5 days of dry, then we might, but right now, no hope. So this is the field we slit and raked first. I'd like to roll this one now, but I think while it is so wet, having the ground opened up by the slitter will aid the drainage, will help percolate the water away. So I can't get in too much of a rush. We've also got 250, 300 kilos per acre of fertiliser to go on. But again, we can't travel. That's not going to happen right now. So even if I let the cattle out, I've got nothing for them to eat. All they can do is poach it up. Got a few Canada geese around. See, I don't want them. Not that I've got anything personal against them. It's just that with the issue of bird flu and stuff, they are a problem. Yeah, you can hear the water running down here. So that's what's coming down past the back of our house, and the drains from the yard and the field out there. So all that's coming down that pipe there. That's a 12-inch pipe, which is just about coping at the moment. In here, well, that's what's coming out the other end of that 12-inch pipe. Plus what's coming down the stream from down there, which is a load more. This is Bluebell wood, by the way. Occasionally folks say, what happened with the play project for the kids? Well, nothing. We started building this. This is going to be a tree house for my future grandchildren, and we started this in, was it 2020, something like that? I'd have to go back and find the video, but a bunch of us came down here and put the posts in, got them leveled up, put the braces in, and we were literally going to build a two-story, or a single-story, sorry, ground floor and like deck playhouse for the kids. But then we had the idea of maybe reopening the golf course, and thought, do you know what? Do you want my kids, the grandkids, wandering down here? The idea to put it down here was they could come down and play in a friendly environment, not dead safe one, I'll grant you, but when they're old enough, a friendly environment, they could come down here and they could play castles or pirates or whatever they wanted to, with a little base in here that was waterproof, and they could just make mud pies or whatever. Yeah, but because we thought about doing the golf course, we stopped. I didn't like the idea of small children wandering down, up and down through what could have been a golf course, for many reasons. Mainly to keep them safe. And then COVID happened, so the golf course got shelved, this project got shelved. Will we get back onto this? I really don't know. I'm thinking of moving it from here up to the wildlife area and creating something up there. The downside of that is the wildlife area I kind of want to keep for wildlife, and if that's overrun with children, well, that's a different type of wildlife, isn't it? Not really the type I was looking for. So there you go. So this is Bluebell wood. All right, I used to play down here as a kid. We used to get in here, and especially after storms like this stream bed's full of devil's toenails and belemnites and all sorts of prehistoric little fossils. And we used to come down here, find them, you know, after a storm like this, and it was always full of them in here. So I don't know what will we do. We might take that down and just put a tent in there when the kids want to play. We'll see. Right, I don't want to tread on the bluebells too much. There's a reason this is called Bluebell wood, and that's because, well, there's lots of bluebells, obviously. We'll come back down when they're all out of flower and I'll show you. That's if they don't all get eaten, because something has definitely been grazing in here. Right, we'll follow the stream back up and just see what's going on a bit further up the field. Yeah, that is at least running away, but I've already filled that hole in once. That's where the nettles are there. That was just a big hole there, which I filled in, and is now gradually getting eroded away again. So this is the last piece of ground I ran over with the slitter rake, and that was, what, 10 days ago? So you can still see my marks, my lines in it. You can see what we've been pulling out, which is this moss. We don't want that. It wouldn't have hurt actually to have gone over it again with just the harrows, but again, rain, weather has stopped us, and I do need to let the cattle out soon, and this is probably going to be the first place they come out here, so I kind of need this to recover a bit now. There's my invisible footpath that people can't see. We have a desire, and I'll wait and see, maybe we'll get some grant aid with it the way things are going. We have a desire to put a pond in here, about three-quarters of an acre. So those two birch trees over there would have to come out, but literally we would put a bund round here, bring it right up to the edge of the footpath more or less, and turn this into Ian's little carp pond, where I can come down when I'm a bit older and a bit less to do maybe, and I can dangle me maggot and see if I can catch myself a fish. So I just fancy that. I can see it from the house, so if you get any poachers, that's well within 22 to 250 range. Yeah, what do you reckon? Could that be a nice idea? Little half, 3/4 acre fishing lake out here. I know we lose a bit of grass, but you know what? It's not all about every bit of grass. It's about, hello Mrs. Pheasant. See Mrs. Pheasant over there? Bye Mrs. Pheasant. It's about how you enjoy life, and the thing is, it won't be just me that benefits from that. The wildlife will benefit everything except the cattle who will want to get in it. We'd have to fence it off for them. In fact, we'd have to fence the whole thing off, because we do know we have got otters around here, and if I'm going to put a carp pond in, I don't want otters in there. So yeah, electric fencing. But when we got a lot of water coming down there, it would not take long to fill up a 3/4 acre pond, I reckon. That's a job for the summer. When it dries up a bit and the cattle are out, we'll have the tree team down here, probably tractor and chain, pull that out, cut it up, chip it, and clear that bit of bramble up with a hedge trimmer later in the year. Right, should we look at our outlets from the yard? I mean, the rain has calmed down a bit. There's not so much water running down now, so a lot of it's going to be drain water coming out of the perforated drain, but there's still going to be some. Okay, yeah, that pipe's running quite well. That old 6-inch pipe's running quite well. Actually, do you remember me saying earlier that I put an old drain in years ago and it didn't run very well? That black 6-inch outlet you can see down there is actually the outlet from that. So it is still doing some work. And down here we have got, over yonder, underwater, so we can't see it. But yeah, although there's plenty of water running down the field out there. See it? Oh. Cattle spotted me again. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit of diversion without going flat on my arse. Right. %20 of it is going down there instead of most of it going down there. I've only saved a couple of meters really, but you know, I felt like I was doing something useful for 10 seconds there. 8 seconds. I'll put them in the bin later on. Okay, that's it, we're done. It is 20 to midday, so not too bad really, a couple of hours. Got it all done again. Right. So clean bed for the cows and calves, scrape the yard out, that's all clean in there. They've got plenty of grub till tomorrow morning. I can let them out, and then I'm going for a cup of coffee. Hang on, whoa, hang on a minute, hang on. Okay, now you can go. Im. He won't kick me before long. I'll put the bugger in the deep freeze, that'll cure him. We're getting a bit tight for space in there. I might take that big pen down or make it smaller. Just gives them an extra 10 by 10, 100 square feet, so I know, we'll see. Right, that might be it for today. Mrs. P's home. We're hoping to do something together this afternoon, depending on what the weather allows. I've pretty much stopped limping now, so yesterday I didn't think I'd better go out at all today, but yeah, it's only a little hobble now, so just reminding you a little, get that calf head. Right, okay, see you tomorrow.